Hey guys, welcome to another devlog. In this devlog, we have done so much things, so let's get started with it. So I have changed ALS to like normal UE settings because I was facing some issues with ALS, as ALS was not able to play montages and animation structures. Like I need to rewrite the whole functions of ALS. I have done that, but it was still giving me an issue. So um, I decided to switch it to the default Unreal, and I ported my whole project into the Unreal engine as a new project and imported my MetaHuman, and it was quite a lot of suffering for me to rewrite the ALS. It is so much weird, as the states were not overlapping and sometimes the state does not change on the press of the action keys. So I just decided, let's not get into the rabbit hole of ALS and just make my own ALS type of thing, locomotion, or I can use a predefined combat system. As I started making combat system and ALS was like, nah man, I'm out of here. So first of all, I changed the ALS to normal UE, and then I started making the locomotion. So let's get started with locomotion, I guess. Okay, so the locomotion system is complete. It is looking very good, I would say, for now. In future, I might update that to have different states as ALS has, but I think so for the time being, the locomotion is currently good. So next thing I want to do in today's devlog is add an hand-to-hand combat. So I I would say hand to hand combat is quite easy. Like I'm not gonna complete that system currently, as the line traces and all that things will not currently be able to work, as our player doesn't have any health, or I don't have any enemy to test it on. So I'm just gonna add the animations and link it with the character and see from there how it goes. So for hand to hand combat, I want like a simple hand to hand combat. So what should happen? I have this controller, like, so when I press like the shoulder button over here, if the character does not have any weapon equipped, it should go to the state where the hand to hand combat starts. So for example, I don't have any weapons such as sword and bow, and if I press this shoulder button, the character doesn't light attack. So it like punches and kick. So it all happens with one shoulder button, or if you're on keyboard or mouse, one left mouse button. So after that, uh, this, and if the player, I'm not sure about the combos and stuffs, but I'm looking looking to implement weapon system today as well. So if the player has any weapon equipped, the R2 button will attack. The R2 button will attack, and R1, sorry, not L1, R1 will be invalid at the state where the weapon is equipped. But on keyboard mouse, this is little difficult, as mouse only have 2 clicks, and to figure this out, I am thinking adding a branch statement, whether it checks that the weapon is equipped or not. So yeah, I think so that would work around. Not completely sure how it's gonna work around, But as far as it is looking currently, it is quite good. We have a locomotion setup, and I think H2H will not be so complicated. Hopefully it should not be so complicated, as it's just animations which I have to link. So yeah, H2H system should be very simple. With just a click of a button, you engage in H2H mode. And if the weapon is equipped, the H2H mode shouldn't be valid. That button will be nullified. So that's the plan, how I want to implement hand-to-hand combat in my game. So it resembles somewhat like, I don't currently remember, like Witcher or Assassin's Creed. I think so that Assassin's Creed have some like similar thing going on with this type of system. So let's see how it can be implemented. Okay, so we have done quite a lot of progress in this devlog, but the bow was not quite successful. I will see what's the issue there. I may fix it in the next one. But I also want to talk about the schedule of the devlogs. Currently, as you can see, the game is like pre alpha, so I'm gonna change a lot of things. I'm just want to get started working on functions and functionalities that the game will implement, like a combat system, a health component, ability system, a basic enemy AI. I want to get these things bases make at the start, so that in future if I need to change anything and like to implement a new character or anything else, it would be easier for me to just implement that. And I don't want to like be engaged on only coding and stuff of the game. I want to implement like UI, UX, music, all these things. But for me, I'm currently thinking to make all the functions first, so in future it is easier to handle. And about the devlog schedule, I am currently not sure how the devlog schedules will go, as only making a locomotion and hand to hand and a weapon, only these three functions took me over 2 weeks to get it done, because I'm doing it as an individual game. I need to find animations, figure out all the bugs and stuff. Like you have saw, the bow was not working at all. The animation were working, but the socket have some issues with it. I am gonna see what gonna happen with the bow, but it was quite fun to for me to make. Like it took me like whole 3 days to write the code and do all the stuff of that thing. But it at the end, it's a progress that I have finished the sword and hand-to-hand combat. So once the weapon system gets sorted out, I'm gonna start working on either health components or anime. I don't know. So I don't know how the schedule of this devlogs will go. Either it be bi-weekly, either it will be weekly, either I don't know. It can be just randomly pop out of once in a 4 week. I don't know what the schedule of the devlogs will be. It will depend how I progress in the game and what is it there to do in the devlogs. Yeah, do I have enough content to publish out the devlog, or is the game at a state where it should be shown or not. Cause majority of the time of this devlog, I was just like sitting here and looking at my screen for like 5 hours, figuring out how to debug a bow. Yeah, that's why it took me 2 weeks to upload the devlog. But I'm wanted to thanks a lot of you guys for suggestion I received on the first devlog. So let me know what you guys want in the game. I will see how I implement that. And how's the camera quality and audio quality. I've received many feedback about the last video's quality, and I try to improve it. So please do let me know how's the quality of this stuff is going on, and what should I add in the game. And if any of you guys have any suggestion for me about the bow situation, please do help me. I would really much appreciate it. And I really need a name for this game. We will also figure that out in the next devlog. So yeah guys, that's it for today's devlog. I'll see you guys in another one. Until then, goodbye.